Heyo, it's Omnidog here. Thank you for tuning in to watch my most recent haul. This is about 3 months worth of haulage. And I asked my Discord, are you interested in seeing my haul? And lots of people still like to see hauls. So I'm going to give the people what they want. I'm going to just show the book, give you a brief reason. I don't want this to be a 50-minute video. Just give you a brief reason why I got it, what I'm looking forward to, etc., etc., etc. So please remember, organic price books. What's this say? $2 off with code Omnidog, and 5% off shipping 4 more books together with code OmnidogSet. Yeah, baby, that's right. Okay, so we'll start off with the first book, X-Men Volume 6. This is, this is Fall of the House of X. This is the end of the Krakoa era. So I am going to finish this year, and then I am not reading X-Men again for 5 years until whatever From the Ashes era starts. And it's all collected, then I'll read X-Men again. It's been great, but this has been a lot. So yeah, X-Men, Volume 6. And in this pile, we have a couple Elseworlds books. Actually, I have several. This is Elseworlds Justice League. There's a bunch of boss stories. These are really thick. There's a bunch of boss stories in these. I remember really digging a lot of these Elseworlds books, and I love the chunky trades. And there is Elseworlds Superman Volume 1. And this is also a chonker, as Omnicat would say. And I loved a lot of these stories too. Elseworlds. And over here is Elseworlds Batman. This is the chonkiest of them. A lot of these are out of print. These skinny little trades that came out. So a lot of them I haven't even read yet because they got collected and then they went out of print. So I'm digging the fact that DC is collecting all these. Really cool. Elseworlds Batman. Then we have a book I've already reviewed, Birds of Prey by Kelly Thompson. This book kicked butt. It was so good. I loved this book, and I already reviewed it, so you probably already know how much I loved it. And this is the Target hardcover, standard hardcover. Came with a little poster. And that's cool that they're doing this at Target. I really like that idea that they get special retailer hardcovers. That's cool, as long as I can get them. Arkham Asylum. Do I really need to explain? I mean, who's a good boy? Jester is. Hey, that's one of my nicknames. He's the Joker's dog, and Arkham Asylum, blah, 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 blah. I mean, this is a kid's book, but it's also doggies and kitties and stuff. So yeah, this is kind of up my alley. Stillwater, Volume 2. This is because I have Volume 1. And Chip Zdarsky. What's going on here? Yeah, I can show this. Chaos erupts in Stillwater I have no idea. I haven't read this yet. Ted and his militia storm the town and take control, but in this small town where no one can die. Wow. Okay, this sounds really good. I'm glad I got Volume 2. No surprise, Harley Quinn, Black, White, and Redder. Everybody that subscribes to my channel knows, Kelly Thompson knows I love Harley Quinn. Any of my friends knows that. My wife even knows that. My daughter even knows that. So I pretty much get everything Harley Quinn. So these are stories with a number of really good artists and writers. Let's see, from Superstar creators Zdarsky, Leah Williams, Zoe Thorogood, Kelly Thompson, Gail Simone, Teenie Howard, Babstar, Bilkis Evely, Bruno Redondo. That's a pretty darn good lineup, and I've really liked these a lot. This is Joy Operations by Brian Michael Bendis. I believe that this was recommended to me, by my cookie buddy Kane in my Discord. Joy Operations. 55 years from now, Joy is an envoy, a special agent of the Jornado Trust to celebrate. She rights wrongs for the trust. She is excellent. It looks like a this meticulously designed Akira meets Inception journey shows us a new future like only comics can. Ooh, I love that kind of stuff. Kane must have read my mind when she recommended this to me. Or she just knows me. She knows me. Cool. This is Daniel Warren Johnson's Space Mullet. Previously, this was only available in like little pamphlet zine size that you could get for $5 at cons. So something in him decided that he would go ahead and publish this from Image, and I haven't had a chance to even read the zine yet that I got from him at Heroes Con. But this is, let's see, ex-Space Marine Jonah and his co-pilot Alpheus rove the galaxy just trying to get by, drawn into one crazy adventure after another. They forge a crew of misfits. I'm sold. Daniel Warren Johnson, yeah, I always just, at this point, he's one of those creators that I'm just like, you have to kind of just get it. You know it's going to be good. Ghost Lore Volume 1 and 2 from Cullen Bunn. Love Cullen Bunn. I think he is a great horror writer. I really love a lot of his stuff, pretty much all of it. What ghost stories do ghosts tell, and what can they tell us about ourselves? This sounds like a perfect thing for me to read in my upcoming Spooktober readathon, videoathon. So there's volumes 1 and 2 of Ghost Lore. This one I got because it's by Tiny Onion. The Oddly Pedestrian Life of Christopher Chaos. I honestly don't know anything about it besides that it's by Tiny Onion. Let's see. Teenage mad scientist Christopher Chaos is a monster, or at least that's how he's felt his entire life. His brilliant mind, incredible inventions, and inexplicable powers have cast him as an outsider, scaring away every friend he's ever had and leaving him lonely and ashamed. Oh, it's a horror coming of age story about self-discovery and monsters. So there's monsters in this. And self-discovery. And it's by Tiny Onion. So, I mean, Tiny Onion, I pretty much have to get too. This one, I think, is by Jeff Parker. Kill Your Darlings. This was a complete blind buy. Kill Your Darlings. Okay, let's find some art here. Rose loves nothing more than to play pretend in a magical land of her own creation. To her, the world is as real as world is as real as our own. From her fluffy friends to the terrible evil that lurks at the center of it all. In one night, the line between fantasy and reality will disappear. An ancient hunger will feed again, and Rose will be pulled into a gruesome saga that began centuries before her birth. Yeah, this is right up my alley. Oh, and I apologize. It's Ethan S. Parker, not Jeff Parker. Apologies, Ethan. My bad. Titans, Out of the Shadows. Tom Taylor, Nicola Scott. Writing Titans and drawing? Holy smoke, how could I not get this? I don't even care what the storyline is. I know it's going to be awesome. It's Tom Taylor. Great art by the fabulous Nicola Scott. Okay. Dan Mora, Mark Waid, Shazam. Yeah, I'm pretty much there. I don't know how Dan Mora does it. I don't know how Mark Waid does it. They keep churning out quality stuff all the time. So I'm happy to read some Mark Waid Shazam. Okay, I'm giving this my last shot at the Energon universe. We've got Cobra Commander and Duke. I will also collect Scarlet when it comes out because it's by Kelly Thompson. But I had no idea what was going on in Transformers. It really needed kind of a glossary of who the characters were. I don't know anything about Transformers, and it's a big award-winning book, and I don't know jack. So I'm going to keep trying to reread Transformers, and Duke and Cobra Commander. It's Cobra Commander by Josh Williamson wrote Duke and Cobra Commander. So people are digging these books, so I want to too. And I will, maybe I should have a guest on the show to explain to me who all the various Transformers are. Maybe that would help me. Who is this by? Is this Scott Snyder guy? Yes. Canary and Dan Panosian. In 1884, a mine collapsed into itself. What was the dark substance found 666 feet underground? Blending modern horror, historical fact, and Western lore, Scott Snyder and Dan Panosian have created a uniquely terrifying thriller with Canary. I love Scott Snyder's writing, and I love his horror and supernatural stuff. That's why I got this. Knights. This is from Image. I feel like several people recommended this to me. This is Season 1, Part 1. Who wrote this? Florida. What the heck? Francisco Segala, Wyatt Kennedy, Luigi Formisano. Best read after dark. Okay. Vince Okanoma's life was supposed to be normal, but ever since he moved in with his secret mercenary cousin, his ghostly video game obsessed roommate, and the greatest vampire who's ever lived. Okay, I don't need to go on any further. This is for me. Yeah, and I really love the design of it. This looks really cool. So you'll notice a lot of trades in this. This is just what I'm reading currently, is mostly trades. Now, I need to catch up. This is 007 from Dynamite, Myrmidon, Philip Kennedy Johnson. I have not read a bad 007 book yet from Dynamite. And I've read all of them except the last 3. They are cracking good books. So I need to read the last 3, including this one. I love these books. These are so good. Another Target book, haven't read this one yet, that is a standard hardcover. Batman and Robin, Father and Son, Josh Williamson, Simone DeMayo. Oh yeah, Simone DeMayo. That sounds familiar. Was that We Only Find Them When They're Dead? So yeah, I dug the fact that I dig the fact that hardcovers are available at Target. That makes sense to me. Good job, DC. Okay, Josh. Dwellings. Josh Greathouse, fabulous guy. Is he though? Because he bugged the heck out of me to get this book. And I mean, I bought it the way you want to just buy a kid a video game and stick him in the corner so he's quiet for a while. That's what I did. I just said, okay, fine, I'm buying it. Welcome to Elwich, an oasis of small-town perfection where the schools overflow. Two crows can see deep festering rot that lurks beneath the murder, demonology, possession, obsession. In this really cute little art style, I can see why people dig this. It looks like Richie Rich meets Count Dracula or something. I really like it. By Jay Stevens. Looking forward to it. I'm going to eventually get to death metal. I haven't read it yet, and that's on me. I'm way behind on my DC reading. I'm done with Justice League by Snyder, but then I need to read Year of the Villain and Year of the Villain, Hell Arisen. Year of the Villain, The Infected, and Hell Arisen. Hell Arisen. So here's The Infected, and I am actually very much looking forward to reading death metal. I'm probably going to have to reread metal, honestly, at this point. And this looks cool. Anything Batgirls, I'm into. Ooh, Perpetua. Yeah, okay. Oh, Tiny Onion wrote this. Who wrote this one? You're the all-star cast of set. Oh, this is going to be several. Okay, cool. I found out that I don't have a complete Fables collection. Fables, up there. Bill Willingham. Can't see it, I don't think. It's up at the top. This is from the pages of Fables Ever After. I just discovered that these existed. What happens after Heavily Ever After? Following the shattering events that brought the epic series Fables to its close, the magical and the mundane now coexist in an uneasy and fractured peace. Blah, 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 blah. Stuff happens, and I have to have it. Because I love Fables, and I want to know what happens ever after. So there's 2 volumes of this Ever After. This one's called The Pandora Protocol. This one is The Unsentimental Education. They're both written by Dave Justice. The art looks pretty darn good. So yeah, I'm psyched on these. Mr. Invincible, the one and only true comic book superhero, local hero. This is a Euro book. This, somehow I feel like my friend Tony from Sweden talked me into this. He has the amazing power to bend space and time by breaking the rules of comic books. Panel and page borders can't contain his might. His incredible creative intellect always shows him the most amazing solutions to seemingly insurmountable dangers. He truly is invincible. Hey, this sounds pretty good. I do need to read more Euro comics. That's a fact. So that's why I got this. The Ribbon Queen. Garth Ennis, Jason Burrows. There's something ancient and terrible loose in the world of men. I already like the sound of this. NYPD Detective Amy Sun has a problem. 3 years ago, a young woman was rescued from a killer by a police tactical unit. Now she's dead, and Amy has a bad feeling that the SWAT team leader is involved. As she investigates a corrupt cabal within her own department, Detective Sun soon discovers that there is something else on their trail. A force of vengeance older than civilization, invoked by the tormented murder victim in the weeks before she died Ooh, that's a little grisly. Okay, this sounds really cool. It's by AWA Upshot. I've liked almost everything I've read from them. And Garth Ennis, I love his writing. So awesome. Another Cullen Bunn book, The Midnight Show. What's going on here? Basil Saxon is a legend among horror fans. Over 50 years ago, he vanished during a freak accident on the set of the film that would have been his masterpiece. The cursed film, God of Monsters, was never completed and has never been seen, but when a film festival shows footage from the long-lost movie, classic horror monsters manifest to wreak havoc and terror on the unsuspecting populace. Cullen Bunn, Brian Hurt, yeah, I'm all for it. Cullen Bunn, you're awesome. So I can't wait to read that. That sounds good. G. Willow Wilson. Yes, I've heard things about this. The Hunger and the Dusk. Ooh. Love on the Brink of Extinction. I love G. Willow Wilson's writing. And the art by Chris Wildgoose. I'm not familiar with you, Mr. Goose. But your stuff looks great. And I love G. Willow Wilson. In a decaying fantasy world, only humans and orcs remain. Mortal enemies battling for territory and political advantage. But when a group of fearsome ancient humanoids known as the Vangal arrive from across the sea, the two struggling civilizations are forced into a fragile alliance to protect what they have built. Fantasy comics. I love them. G. Willow Wilson, I love her stuff. So that was easy for me to pick up. Firepower, Volume 2. Yes, there is a book by Robert Kirkman that I like. I haven't finished Invincible yet. I've said that for like the last 10 years. I really loved Volume 1 of Firepower. So I was excited when Volume 2 came out. Scorching hot firepower conclusion. The one who wields the firepower is destined to save the world, but Owen Johnson has turned his back on that life until his past return brought him and his family into the center of an age-old conflict. I read this like 3 years ago, Volume 1, so obviously I'm going to have to reread it. But it's a Kirkman book that I like, and that's rare. So, what is next here? Grimm, Stephanie Phillips. No description on the back. I don't know. I like Stephanie Phillips. I like her writing. So, Flaviano is the artist. Rico Renzi. I got it because I like Stephanie Phillips. That's all I can tell you. I heard good things about this. Is this Philip Kennedy Johnson? Yes. Green Lantern, War Journal, Contagion, starring Jon Stewart. I pretty much love everything Philip Kennedy Johnson writes. So featuring Jon Stewart, cool. Coolio. I want to know what's going on in Jon Stewart's life. Rare Flavors, Rom V. Yeah, Rom V, I always pick his stuff up. Rare Flavors, let's see what this is about. I have no idea. I saw Rom V and I heard a lot of people talking about it. So usually the chat in my live streams knows what I like and they know good books. So this is probably something that somebody there recommended. Discover the tantalizing tale of Reuben Baksh, a demonic Rakshasa with a down-to-earth dream of being the next Anthony Bourdain. To achieve his vision, Reuben enlists Mo, an aspiring filmmaker who has seen better days, to document the world-renowned cuisine of India and the people behind such glorious food. But little does Mo know that there's more to Reuben than meets the eye, and the mortals play a darker role in the documentary than they were prepared for. Rare Flavors. Philip Andrade. Philippe Andrade. And Romby. Love Romby's writing. A viewer recommended John Tiffany to me from Mad Cave Press. Mad Cave. It is a spy book, I believe. John Tiffany is one of the best bounty hunters in the world, okay? Given his precarious line of work, he has found that he can only trust 4 people. Pastor Lovejoy, an unorthodox priest, Juan Chow, an underworld geek, Dorothy, his conservative teammate, and Magdalena, a sex worker he has foolishly fallen in love with. Yeah, this came recommended by a viewer whom I trust. So that's why I got this. Fire and Ice, Welcome to Smallville. Gosh, what a great Terry Dodson cover. Joanne Starrer. Wait, what? Joanne Starrer. I am not familiar with your work, Joanne, but if you're writing Fire and Ice, I'm all for it. I like getting these B and C list characters, getting them their own books. Welcome to Smallville. Fire and Ice, they deserve more. They deserve more eyeballs on their books. So that's why, I mean, I dig this kind of stuff. This looks like it's tongue-in-cheek, really fun. So, right on. These next 2 books you'll be seeing in October of 2024. That's next month. Bram Stoker's Dracula, Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, illustrated by George Bess. And I'm going to do a very much in-depth overview and review of these because the artwork is remarkable. I'm pretty sure my friend Tony from Sweden, again, he's pretty much tells me everything I need to read. And I just say, yes, okay. And then he yells at me some more in Swedish. So the reason to get these is, first, you like the classic story, and second, they're illustrated incredibly well. So I will definitely be covering these in the month of October. Let's finish this pile up. We're almost done. Subgenre, Matt Kint. Oh yeah, I'm really excited about this one, actually. A man is living 2 lives. He is a private detective in a dystopian cyberpunk future trying to solve a triple murder. But when he falls asleep, he wakes up as a wandering adventurer in a barbaric fantasy world where magic exists. Is he 2 separate people? Or is he a third person that has undergone a psychotic split? He jumps back and forth from sword-wielding barbarian to jaded private eye. But the bigger question is, can he merge these realities without losing himself? Cool. Yeah, this sounds really cool. I dig Matt Kint's work, and this sounds like something I'm really going to dig. Okay, I'm not so sure how much I can show you of Somna. This is Becky Cloonan and Tula Lote, both writing and drawing a graphic novel together. That draws inspiration from cinematic folklore gems like Midsummer and The Witch. Intoxicating blend of history, eroticism, and the supernatural will transport readers to a world where passion and spirits intertwine, enrapturing your senses and leave you craving more. Okay, hang on. Boy, the artwork's beautiful, and I love Becky Cloonan's writing. Tula Lote is not only a fabulous artist, but I met her at her Heroes Con, and she is just a lovely person. So, I'm not sure how much of an overview I'd be able to do of this, but gotta read it and find out, Jess. Yeah, this doesn't seem bad. We'll see. And then volume 3 of Adventure Man, Matt Fraction and the Dodsons. Ooh, great art. Matt Fraction, of course, hit or miss for me, but I think I've heard good things about this. Nice oversized hardcover. I've heard good things about it, so I'm up for it. Terry Dodson and his wife's art, so great. Yeah. Jeremy Hahn, great horror writer. Red Mother. I have volume 1, so I got 2 and 3. Daisy has taken the mysterious Leland Black up on his job offer, giving her a new outlet to excise her demons, but quickly realizes that the dangerous conspiracy goes much deeper than she ever imagined. All roads lead straight to the Red Mother. Now, I love Jeremy Hahn's writing, so there's a lot of red here. Red Mother. He writes some very creepy stuff, like disturbingly creepy, monstrously creepy. So there we go. Red Mother. Gods. Jonathan Hickman. I have no idea what's going on in this. Jonathan Hickman reinvents the cosmology of the Marvel Universe. Okay, it'll probably take me 2 weeks to read this, but gosh, I love his stuff. It's great. I have no idea what it's about. Redemption by Krista Faust. This was also a recommendation from a viewer who knows that I like Krista Faust's writing a lot. When the world goes to hell, it's good to have the devil on your side. This is a Western. The dusty desert town of Redemption survived the apocalypse, but is hanging on by a thread. A despot rules the town with an iron fist and controls its most precious resource, water. Krista Faust, her writing is awesome. I really dig her stuff. This is also by AWA Upshot. Ed Brubaker, Sean Phillips, Houses of the Unholy. Ed Brubaker, Sean Phillips. That's why. I got a really good deal on this book. Is this coming apart already? Oh, no. Coda, one of my favorite books by Cy Spurrier. I'm quite sure I have some kind of some type of review in the archives. I love Coda, and I was able to find it for a good price. This oversized hardcover. It's an excellent book. And of course, now that I found the hardcover, here comes volume 4 in paperback. What the heck? Why did I get this? I don't know. But it's volume 4, so it's a continuation of everything. And I really, really dig Cy Spurrier's writing. And this art is really cool too. Mateus Bergara. And our final 2 books. Just in time for Halloween, Philadelphia. I read a few issues. This is volume 2. Rodney Barnes, Jason Sean Alexander. This is Vampires, a modern take on it. This goes through issue 24. I really dug the first issues. I feel like I read it back during the pandemic, like 4 years ago. So now I can finish it, and I really want to read it for October. I think October needs to have 45 days in the month this year because I have so much reading planned. But I'm looking forward to Philadelphia and Brother Lano. Finish up 100 Bullets, the deluxe edition, and it will fit right in next to 100 Bullets. And of course, except for the DC bullet logo there, everybody wants it to say Vertigo, but that's the way it goes. Thank you for watching. Peace and love, peace and love. This was my haul video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please hit the like button. please subscribe. Hit the like button. Yeah, like it, subscribe, comment, and hit the bell for notification for when I go live with videos and live streams. Peace and love, peace and love. Thank you for watching. Be good to each other out there, and thank you for watching.